all uncharted territory.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Got me and a partially frozen Patrick.
Yeah, from the void is the way I'm seeing it. I'm hoping I come around there, maybe.
Hey,
I think I'm back now. Beautiful.
you've come out of the void.
I have
right.
out of the void because, well, we're not doing whiskey, so my whiskey then doesn't count. It's vodka night.
Yeah, it's a spirits den.
I'm nervous. Let's be honest with you guys.
Well, you should be.
A little nervous. I am, because I have some standards to go off of, and then I have maybe some comparisons to some craft. So,
all right.
Oof.
All right. I'll start the non-paying bills.
Oh, bill away.
Okay. So, hi. We are proud members of the Bar Cart Co-op, which is a collection of friends and acquaintances who create content for the whiskey and other distilled spirits public. If you know, you know. The Bar Cart Co-op YouTube and Facebook pages have special shows and information. There have been distiller panels, blind tastings, discussions of special collaborations, and the usage of unique grains. It has fun episodes for your enjoyment. The oldest show in the group and rumored to be coming back, allegedly, the Distiller's Talk, allegedly, was a stick ostrich. It is the oldest show in the group, hosted by Christy Atkinson and Alan Bishop. It's a conversation with people from distilleries and distillery adjacent that gets into deep and technical difficulties. Then we have If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Hello. Which is, I'm sorry, if you One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute. See, technical difficulties. So if you don't think Distiller's Talk is nerdy enough, please check this one out. This is where Mr. Bishop answers any of your questions about distillation. It could be a unique grain, an entire mash bill, or a piece of equipment, or a methodology. Check it out. Then we have the Bourbon Turntable, home of the silkiest voice on the internet. They mix the love of music with the love of whiskey. They have conversations with musicians, writers, distillery folks, and common folks about music and whiskey. Please check it out on all your platforms, including the YouTube. New episodes arrive. Whoa, technical difficulty. Then we have If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything, which is a show about the spirits and paranormal among us, as well as the unexplained and the spiritual. New episodes come out randomly, so subscribe. And last, in fantasy football, but certainly not least, number 9 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts, is David Levine, Little David Levine in the Whiskey Ring podcast. David does really good interviews. David writes well. David talk pretty. David does good interviews and good awards and goes on barrel picks. David does all the things we don't do and probably more.
But is he sipping on all sorts of vodka tonight? I don't think.
No.
I wouldn't be thinking that.
No.
So we're one up there. Let me pull out my first 2 glasses. I got at least 5. What do you got over there?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
David does not have the balls to do that. All right, so it glitched again on my end, or at least it looked like it did. So
just for a split second,
good times for us. I have 2 vodkas poured and one more in the tank.
In the tank.
So
well,
yeah.
Do I?
And I will, spoiler alert, see no point in making a blend.
No, I don't want to do that either. Especially since I do have a vodka here that I'm not looking forward to. I remember when I did have it, which was a smidge years and years ago, that I was not happy, but it came from a younger day. Um,
What
the
what'd you get there?
sniper.
Oh dear God.
Yes. Uh, it is sniper vodka, uh, premium vodka distilled from grain,
Okay.
a product of Poland.
I'm not a weapons expert,
No,
but
I'm
that's not the gun of a sniper.
no, it's not. But this is all they could fit in the bottle for the size.
Insert Polish joke here.
So this is the one I'm probably the most afraid of, from what I remember.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
How many Polish people does it take to make a bottle of vodka?
Well, I've had other Polish vodka that I think is better, but this bottle probably hasn't been touched in well over a decade. I see some cobwebs on the bottom of the gun there.
So I have not Polish,
Ooh.
but Eastern European anyway. Some Croats, some fellow
Oh.
Croats.
Hold on, dropped it on the ground.
This tells you how old this bottle is.
Look at that.
I know.
Beautiful.
The old Tombstone bottle.
I like those.
I
Oh my
did
God.
too. I really did too. But I get the whole thing with on a bar back, bartenders were more likely to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have done this, put it on there. But I think about
the recognizable.
the glass shortage or glass issues, supply chain issues that came with the global pandemic. I think put the nail in the proverbial tombstone on those. So,
all right, I'm gonna get some sniper out of the way here real quick. It smells like dulled rubbing alcohol.
okay.
Whew. I'm gonna say the grain. They're saying grain. Whew. I'd be thinking I would have leaned potato, so I'm confused by the grain. Well, nope. The first little bit was a little bit had a chance. It had a chance, and then oh,
Are you feeling sniped?
yep. She got me right in the tongue. Ugh, bleeding.
Shot you in the mouth like Maddie Gladden.
The first bit was okay, and then all of a sudden, there was like a weird little sour note that ran through it. Just for science. Sorry, you're welcome, folks.
It's all about science. Yeah. So mine, our friends the Gingers, they don't make vodka. They don't like doing the vodka and the gin, although their gin is good, by the way. And you know how we feel about gin. But this is not their. They don't do it, but naturally because it's our friends the Gingers, it's good and clean.
Tangent really okay. That was like the showcase one. Blah, gross, out of here. Whew.
This smells like a vibrant grain whiskey, and it tastes really clean. There's like no mouthfeel to it or anything. It's just a very clean spirit.
Right.
And again, I know you should do things with vodka, but my experience with people who no, I love vodka is they don't want people to know they're drinking. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Or they want to put it in stuff so they get all the flavors. Okay, that's two. Or they say that they feel better from drinking this versus things that are aged. All fine, except for the people trying to hide the alcohol.
Yes.
But
well, and I have a Tito's here, but I feel like that's not going there. Were you going crisp and clean? The only thing I have that's not craft and crisp and clean is a Belvedere.
So, Tito's, though, is not bad because, as our friend Mr. Gary Heimgartner had said, he and some others, they liked Tito because he did some of the fighting and legal work that laid the groundwork for the other distillers.
For a lot of other people.
And he put out the money that put a lot of things down so those guys could do what they wanted to do.
Well,
And I like what Tito's does for the animals.
well, and I don't mind Tito's for what it is. If that's the first thing behind the bar for a vodka, I'm not upset. You know what I mean? I'm good with that. I'm fairly happy. If it's at a wedding, that's all right then. You know, could be Fleischmann's. You want to eat that one? Sorry, Fleischmann's, but I mean, you know what I mean. Everyone takes a little hit here and there. Could have been beef either too. Sorry, I could have done either one of those two, but it's clearly a step up from a cocktail made with either of those.
We know, everybody knows that we like Iron Root. That's no secret. So there's no anything, no negative or whatever. And admittedly, even Jonathan's like, I don't want to make vodka. But yet he made a good vodka because there's no harshness to it. There's no super grain like you get with a lot of stuff. It certainly doesn't taste like cheap vodka. It tastes pretty darn good. However, I will say my next one is quite a step up. But it's also something that they wanted to do, and they're doing really well. And on the nose alone, it is substantially different.
Oh, you want to know what? I will pour one myself because that is one of the ones I do have that has been recent and intriguing as a vodka for me, as the gins obviously were.
Yeah.
Let me get a one up here. Yeah,
there is just a
made with intent.
Yeah, you know? There's a confectionery sugar note,
and
almost like you're whipping, like freshly whipping the frosting in your mixer.
And the way in this gives this, in my mind, gives a creamier authenticity to the flavor you're getting.
Mm-hmm. And you do get that slight, or I get that like just a slight light white cheese note on it. Not a cheese funk, but you know what I mean?
No, like just the edge of like a white, I don't want to call it cheddar, but more
like like you just opened the package.
This is much cleaner than the Sniper. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Yeah, this is something like if you made a candle that smelled like this, I would buy this candle.
Because it wouldn't be overpowering in the room, and it would give you just a nice hint of things. Where most candles, you're like, they're trying to cover up a smell. No.
Well, I was just gonna say we're enough in. You get some of those ones, and you're like, who shit up the bathroom? You know, or where did the dog get sick, or something. But like one like this, it's just like there's just like this little air, you know.
I was going to say the air, there's like a freshness to it. Like I almost want to say field, but I don't have the green notes of that. But just like kind of the freshness of like a cold water, but this is this isn't cold.
Yeah.
All right, let me go in here.
Yeah.
Oh, the creaminess and mouthfeel on this is so much neater. Just a little ting of like white pepper.
Lord.
And
I should have saved this for the last, very last one. It's so good.
It is. It's the creaminess of this that makes it feel like if someone would have told me this was someone's attempt at a whipped cream vodka thing, I would be like, I could believe that.
Yeah.
And would have been a much better choice than so many people's versions of that.
It's not a heavy flavor, and it's not a heavy nose, but there are really nice flavors and really nice notes you get on the nose. But it's the mouthfeel, and it's it's just the texture and the experience of it. It's just very nice.
It feels rich for a vodka.
It feels like a vodka that to me on its own is the kind that you would slow down to drink. I have not made anything with this. I would like to, but what I want to do is one of my friends that do a lot of martinis. I want to get together with them and say, let's do this, and then let's do the same one with this, and let's see what we get here.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go back to the
Hello, Paul.
Belvedere.
Hello, Emily.
Thanks for sneaking in there. Okay, the Belvedere smells more like a musty bookshelf on the nose from where I just went.
I'm getting my third one ready.
But
it's a fresh one.
Overall, the Belvedere coming out crisper, a little cleaner, has more body than the Sniper. Which it has a flavor, but there's some more texture to it than what your standard is, and you probably cleaned up a couple mistakes that most people would leave in. So, not bad on that. I can see how that would be chilled and put in cocktails. I'd be okay with that.
All right, I wasn't gonna do I'm not gonna do a full blend, but I'm gonna blend the Knowlton House, the 10 head, with my third one.
Well, you're ahead of me, man.
I know. But I'm slowing down, but I'm just saying we're gonna. What you got there?
What?
What's that vodka?
What's your vodka?
No, what's your vodka? I'm still on the 10 head.
Oh, I'm pouring. And I'll be through all of them because it sounds like we're gonna go to a mix. Is the Timekeeper?
This
is the one I had up here.
Shoot, yeah.
Pour this one in here.
I don't think I have any more of that.
Well, that's all right. What's the one you have? I didn't go delve too far into the past.
I cracked open this bad boy that I have had for. Have I had this one for 2 years? I might have had this one for 2 years and just cracked it. A big boy, Blue Eyes Huckleberry.
Oh, you son of a bit.
Yeah, go to Wisconsin, and this big bad boy was $21.
Yeah, I have that one here. I have Absolute Citron over here, but that's because I don't mind that and a Bloody Mary. That little bit of citrus kick I do like. That's something with vodka, just general topic. The few, let's call it, I'd almost say 5 flavors you could go with for, like a vodka accent to making a Bloody Mary. The pickle one I like. Sorry, I like pickles. Pepper, you know what I mean? Like that kind of peppery salty one. Let's see here. A citron, like a citrus one.
Jesse, no, Jesse.
Is it local?
McCormick.
Yeah.
It was that. I don't know if it was a citron, but it was. I know Proximo owned the brand, but it was a lemon vodka that I had at the first Distill America I went to, and I could get it down here, and I was picking it up for my friend Matt because he could not get it up in Iowa, so I could pick it up down here, and then I'd drop vodka off to it, and it was really good. It was good on its own, but in the vodka lemonade, it's pretty good.
Well, there's other things you can toss into a Bloody Mary. You know what I mean?
Mezcal.
Yes, that's a whole different ballpark there because you do get a lot of the smokiness, and it's not like I go to the Bozel where you get punched down right away. Or a gin if you like herby ones.
Yeah. So one of my friends who's a cook, a chef, we did some Bloody Marys on a camp out, and we had electricity there, but we made some with mezcal, and then he goes, check this out. And he took some of his homemade salsa and he put not quite a quarter cup of his homemade salsa in with the bloody that was already made with mezcal, and then put the boat motor in there and whip that sucker up. Wow. it was good.
Like to kick it up a notch.
It definitely kicked it up a notch. Okay, I haven't had the blue ice huckleberry in quite a while.
And I'm going to be quiet about it because I wish I did. And it is just it's a fun vodka.
It smells and tastes like grape jelly.
Yep. Where Paul was saying you usually would stay away from it, I would agree if for the most part. But the Huckleberry Blue Ice Vodka with lemonade is one of the most drinkable summer drinks, and you don't even know what's happening.
Get some crushed ice.
Yeah, don't sit outside with a pitcher. I'll do that before I'll do a little iced tea.
Or blend it up and make a slush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that means you don't have to stick with the straight lemonade, but I mean the huckleberry does stand out enough. It's not as background,
It really does, and it doesn't taste crappy flavored like a lot of them. Not that I've had a whole lot of them, but there's the white chick spirits. That you're like, oh, you've put this flavor in it now.
Let's see, what was the other one I was thinking? There's a couple other ones that I've had for Bloody Marys that are good too. I'm just trying to think of them. It's one of those ones where once you have one, oh my God, Emily, that's just what I was almost going to go back to 451 in my head. I was like, that was one where you had a really neat kind of ragu-y texture to it.
I really do need to get some of their stuff. And yeah, Paul, one thing that I would say, I don't have a lot of margaritas because my problem with margaritas is I can't have one margarita. It's a thing. It takes a lot for me to not get a second one. However, I did get some, like the double wall stainless steel tumblers. They make double wall stainless steel margarita glasses, so you can have them outside and keep your stuff cold.
That's pretty cool, actually.
It's really cool.
That's outstanding, actually.
And quite honestly, you could use it for a lot of other stuff too. If you wanted to make a fancy cocktail, you just use that. This blue ice is it's like desserty, without being obscene on the sweetness.
It's a very good one. I'm slightly jealous, but that's
I had because when we had this stuff and then I couldn't get it, but in my area I could get the normal blue ice potato vodka, which honestly was pretty good. I thought, well, I'll try it because I like the other stuff.
Pretty good.
It was pretty good. Huckleberry's better, but I can get Huckleberry in my area, but I cannot get the big boy of the Huckleberry. I can only get the small ones. Well, but it's not as cheap as it is in Wisconsin.
We like to drink in Wisconsin, so we get Hey,
the Idaho vodka is cheaper in Wisconsin.
Our tavern league is really good at things. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah. This stuff is so good.
All right, here. And then the timekeeper one,
there's almost like a slight grapefruit stripe gum to it. Fruit stripe gum. There's just that little burst of.
I can see a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
I just think it just adds a nice twist to a standard lemonade, but doesn't go over the top to it.
And doesn't go stale. It's like just enough, and has just enough oiliness to it. Kind of good.
All right, here.
So I did a blend of it and the 10 head.
Whoa,
I know.
Now I'm upset I don't have that. I'm just going to put that out there. I can't do anything about that.
I'm letting it ruminate here.
Let me go with this. This vodka jumps to from Timekeeper is a corn vodka. Does smell a little dustier on the nose.
I like that timekeeper stuff. I was very impressed with them.
Very kind of a quiet distillery in Wisconsin, to be honest, even though they have the new little branch off closer to the stadium. Mm.
Yeah, that was good.
Mm. You know what? I like that. I can kind of tell that's a corn vodka. It has a little bit of a corn background flavor, a little bit of a dusty feel to it, like on the edge. Still very clean. The front end's got a little more oiliness to it. That opens up and comes into a little bit of lemon, but then it's all kind of fades away. Interesting. Not heavy, but it's clearing up fairly quick, but it's letting you know something's there. Good if you're having a mixed drink. I always like to know something's a little bit there. Otherwise, I pour heavy.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I tell the truth.
So, Mike, I got a couple questions for you then.
I love questions.
Let's say you didn't really have much vodka prior to tonight. Would this be something that you would say, you know what, I'm going to go buy some more vodka and try some more stuff? Or are you staying about where you're at?
From what I had I not had anything before now, I might go out and pick up one, or be more apt to pick up try a bottle or two every now and then. I don't think it's going to send me over the edge into it, but it would probably lead me more towards ones that have a little neat twist to them. Just because that's what you get out of it, or someone who had to focus that way on it. Not really. It's not. I don't know if it's going to, depending upon what else is all there, I'm probably going to lean towards something else. That's just the way my profile goes. Unless I'm going to a party, which sounds dumb, but then vodka does mix well in some drinks, then it might be a little more apt to lean in that direction. And some of these, I would go get them on its own. I don't know if I'd be just causing me to want to go other places, but I would like to go back to a couple more. And if I'm going through, I'm always been open to trying like whatever's at some place. I'll give it a whirl, but it's probably 3 or 4 on my list. As far as like spirits, that's going to be the one I'm jumping to. I'm not against it, and there's some other herbal ones that fall underneath it for me. Not that I don't like those two from some people, but if I'm going down the list of things, I've had enough good ones to know that they're out there, but they're a little more of an outlier. So when you do, they should be shared appropriately. And I wish, and that should kind of give people that little bit of a smash to it, a little bit of a zing. Like, wow, that was impressive. Sorry. What's your next question, sir? I didn't know if that was a genre.
I think you might have answered both of them. My thing with it is, so there's very few things that I will keep on hand that I have to or I feel like I can only put in something. There's a few things, like an elderflower liqueur. I mean,
that's what
you're not doing shots of that. It's a splash of stuff. But and even the my Leopold maraschino liqueur, the tart liqueur. Yeah, I mean, those are, you're going to put just a dash of something in there. That's fine. But with the vodka that I've got, the huckleberry, for obvious reasons, the vodka lemonade, quite honestly, is extremely refreshing.
It is.
So, I mean, now mostly I would lean towards making a whiskey sour with bourbon, with bourbon and the crushed ice and heavy on the lemonade, just because that's me. However, I do. That is very refreshing to have that as a drink. You're like, well, I kind of want a little drink, but it's a little hot, and I don't want to feel super buzzed, or anything like that. The Huckleberry has been good, but for me, to myself and for other people, when someone's like, oh, you got any vodka? It's like, would you like to have a vodka that will change what you think about vodka? That. You give it to somebody and they realize they can sip it by itself, and then they're every person I've given it to has done the same things. Really? It's like, yeah.
But with the Huckleberry one, it got me back to thinking, just because of Packer games and the way they do stuff here, either like Jello shooters with it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I could maybe see it going in that realm as a quick, easy game day use besides just the vodka. But yeah, I think you put it right, because the other one, the 10 heads one, that is actually thought provoking for most people.
Yes.
And they haven't had one of that manner. So
yeah, and so this big boy here. I've had the smaller bottles. I've been saving this big one for a couple things. One, if I was going to make like a whole just a big pitcher of vodka lemonade, perfect for that. Or the other thing that I'd like to do is just have this with crushed ice. Just a little bit of it with some crushed ice, I think would be very refreshing, very nice outside. In a glass, like a double wall glass, that's not going to melt up too quick. I think it would be very nice and refreshing to have. And even play around with a little different fruit, that you put in there too.
I'm surprised they haven't come out with a different flavor besides that. Not that you didn't want to go
there
away
could
from
be.
it.
I've never looked on their website except for after I tried it to find out if I could get it in Missouri. That's the only time I've been on the website. But they could very well. But I mean, God, the Huckleberry.
I was gonna say, I'm like, it's hard to compete against itself. You might not want to do that at one point.
Yeah.
Just leave it the way it is, and like, see, we do all right here.
All right. So the nose on this blend has changed a couple times.
All right, I like that.
For a little bit, the Huckleberry was pretty subdued. The Huckleberry is coming back around here. And I'm stirring it up again. You still still get the Huckleberry, but not with the same intensity.
I was hoping the creaminess might turn into this weird creamy berry flavor. The flavor, not the nose.
It smells like a little bit of a grape frosting. With maybe a hint of blueberry. Huh.
Okay, I put the timekeeper with the 10 head, and I'm getting this little a hint of a lemon meringue pie from this.
Ooh.
I was gonna say that little bit of the lemon hit and earthiness from that mixed with the creaminess from the tin head is actually turning out kind of nice here.
I like it, but I don't like the palate more than either of the two. Okay. It actually thins out. Yeah, it thins out, and you kind of lose the finish. But I liked the nose, but the initial sip, and I'm going to do it for again because I think I'm right. Yeah, the initial sip just comes off as though this is cooled, and it's not. It just has that cool blast to it, but then it's the afterwards that you lose the creaminess. Now, if you just gave me this as a vodka, I'd probably be like, yeah, it's good. But considering these two, which as not a vodka snob or an expert by any means, but these are good.
Mm-hmm.
And you can confirm these are both good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, if you can find the Blue Ice Huckleberry, and clearly gets distributed around, it's worth getting a small bottle and giving it a try.
it's worth a gamble. Give it a gamble.
Totally worth it. And in a good lemonade, man, that was amazing. That was the first way I had it, and then I had the vodka right after it, and then then it was on a quest to find it. So.
All right. I got one. My mix was all right. I don't know. It was a weird one, but it didn't leave. The aftertaste wasn't the greatest finish on it.
Yeah.
A little bit of like a waxy note at the end.
I'm gonna have to go back to just a little timekeeper, I think, to finish here.
All right. Well, I'll hold on.
Because
I'm gonna fine. I'm gonna get the 10 head set at the other one. There we go.
if Wisconsin could get off of their butt and make it so people could ship this stuff legally, just let your distilleries ship it.
Hey, that's part of our charm coming to us. Why do you guys drink so much? Because we have really good booze.
Because we can't ship it.
Because we can't ship it. We don't want the warehouses to pile up.
Yeah, you want to curb alcoholism in Wisconsin? Let them ship
it. Sorry, that would be a great pitch. I like the side pitches and campaigns like that.
Yeah.
What you're like, oh, it's kind of catchy though. It kind of works.
You want to keep the alcohol out of schools? Let them ship.
Come on, Ohio, Michigan, help us out. Target the states that don't like barely drink at all.
Michigan's got their shiny new bridge.
They do. Connecticut, you need to drink some more booze.
Yeah, 10 heads. Oh yeah, all the 10 head stuff is something else.
Ooh.
But yeah, I was just looking at back at the comments again. Jesse, I do have some McCormick's. They have McCormick's right over there, but that McCormick's gets used to clean things, and I'm not kidding. Because when you need a neutral spirit to help get some other stains and things like that out of it, you use the cheap vodka. So it has two purposes: to get you drunk or to help you clean.
It's always a scary thing. Just ponder that when you're purchasing it.
Yeah. So I remember when my oldest was still in high school. I think she was a senior, and wife and I were walking by her vehicle, and in the back end of the vehicle there was some stuff. She had been out with some friends and stayed over at a friend's house or whatever, and we just walked by the vehicle and we looked down there, and there was a pint bottle of McCormick's, and it was empty. So we go get her. It's like, we need to talk. Like, okay, number one, you get pulled over. This is probable cause. Don't have anything else that you need to be worried about, right? But you have a container that's empty of alcohol in the back of the vehicle in plain sight. It's probable cause in case you were to get stopped for any reason, or if, motorcycle cop gets too close to the car. It was very visible. It's like, we went through the whole thing. I know. No, you don't know. Got to be careful. Got it, whatever. Okay, we'll get done with the whole spiel about it being the parents. And then I said, and the second thing, McCormick, really? and then she's like, I don't have to worry about it. It was so-and-so. It was because it's cheap. You shouldn't have any money. Whatever. This whole thing, like, come on. Of all the things. That's I swear to you that's the truth. We're like, McCormick, really?
We thought we did better.
I know. And my youngest, she was working at a grocery store, and people buy liquor there, and she asked me one day, why people keep buying this stuff? Why do people buy it? I said, to get drunk, because it's cheap. It's cheap. They'll throw it in something, but it's not because of flavor. You don't buy McCormick vodka because of flavor. You buy it because it's alcohol and because it's inexpensive. And so for a while, she was doing a tally. I had 6 more McCormicks today. I had 5 more McCormicks today. And she's like, are they all alcoholics? I'm like, no, they're not. It's not that they're all alcoholics. It's just cheap.
Yeah,
It's cheap.
It's just a good. If that's the goal.
It's cheap and it's alcohol, and it doesn't have a flavor. It has more of a feeling.
That's typical. I thought that was the vodka like catch line.
Yeah.
It doesn't have flavor. It has more of a feeling.
Oh God, what was the one from Seinfeld? Was it Hennigan's?
Yeah.
The no-tell smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The no muss, no fuss.
Yeah. The no-tell smell.
All right.
I mean, vodka does have purposes.
For me individually, each one was a little bit better than any of my combinations. How about that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Given the vodkas that you had tonight, is there a whiskey that you could think of that you would put aside if they were like, let's say you got a thing where you're only allowed to drink 10 different spirits. It doesn't matter what they are. You cannot have any more than 10 at a time. Is there one of these that you liked enough that you would put aside one of the a whiskey?
In the top. Well, let's go. If I'm filling in the top 10 as spirits rather than whiskey, yes, I think that maybe the 10 head would filter in there into a top 10 list, replacing other things that may have been there. Boys, that get to be a fucked up top 10 list because I like fruits, stuff like that lately. I've been very weird.
Yeah.
Very lime, key lime and lemon. I don't know what's going on. I'm not objecting to it either.
Well, that could, I mean, especially like seasonally. I mean, you take a top 10 list, your top 6 might not change, but those bottom 3 or 4 are going to change based on seasons.
Well, that's fair.
Something will come in at the winter time or the fall. Summertime, something else comes in.
So do any of these kick any or any of the vodkas you've had kick out or make a climb into your list?
Oh yeah, the 10 head without a doubt, but also the refreshing memory of the blue ice. But I don't know if I would make room for 2 vodkas on my list. But at the same time, they're so different that this one facilitates refreshment. Just throw it on crushed ice. Just have it with lemonade. It's just like, here, this is all part of it. It's not like a utility bourbon, but maybe a utility vodka. But then again, I don't know that I would make a vodka martini with it. And I sure wouldn't make a Bloody Mary.
No, I was gonna say not a Bloody Mary. And like the martini, certain types of martinis I can see going with it.
I don't know.
But I think that's where you might have to go to the original, just straight vodka on it rather than the other one.
Yeah. But the 10 head definitely would push something out of the list. And quite honestly, during the summer months, I think it would push a high proof whiskey that I like off the list for the season.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. My problem with the 10 head is I can't get it.
Well,
unless I drive to Wisconsin.
You can ask.
I know there's that too, but I mean, there's a certain extra level of effort in this $21 or $22 bottle of vodka that makes it more expensive than it should be just to get it. Having said that, the next time I'm up there, will I try to find more than one to bring back? Absolutely, because everyone that I've given it to wants it. So,
see, good vodka is worth it.
I mean, good anything's worth it.
True. All right, sir.
Okay.
What? I said we're getting right around like the 45-minute mark.
Yeah, we're getting close, and I gotta hit the road in a few hours.
You do. You're going on another long road trip.
Another long road trip, and I will be, sadly, at the time of day that I hit Santa Fe Spirits is closed, and at the time that I'm leaving the next day, they will not be open.
Will they just leave some stuff out for you?
Yeah, just leave it on the curb. But fortunately, Santa Fe Spirits ships.
Yes,
Would
they
it
do.
be nice to go there? Yes, it would. But
I thought you might have been on the way you're saying you go through there, which doesn't,
I am. I'm spending the night there. But by the time we get there later at night,
just reach out to Colin. See, maybe we'll
hey, can you get up in the morning? And no, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I just been meeting him up for dinner is all I meant.
But here's the other thing. I don't need anything else. I really don't need anything. But I would really like to get that cast strength single malt again. And
Yes.
because I thought, well, it'd be nice to get that and then go to the tasting room and do taste up their brandies. And that what was that other spirit? That brush spirit. What was that? Was it a brush vodka or brush gin? I think it was a brush gin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a gin.
Yeah. Anyway, that's fine. I don't. This is it's a luxury thing. I don't have to have.
So, man, my keyboard is going all flashy and crazy, like something. Whatever.
Poltergeist.
It's not possessed. So
It's not possessed. It's not possessed. It's just trying to get your attention.
That's true. So it's probably because it's going to be time to hop off the screen here because I'm running out and I don't want to pour another vodka. Sorry.
I will say for people to get you to spend your money, you can, I believe, still get the batch one of Jackson Purchase from the Jackson Purchase distillery, and they ship, and their shipping is really reasonable, like really, really reasonable. But on top of the batch one bourbon, they also have their bottled in bond, and there's another one that they have put out now. And if their first release, batch one, was that good, because it is, I can imagine that the others will be good as well. Also, our friends at the Whiskey Thief, and specifically our friend Miss Kelly, won again with her gins. Yes. Whiskey Thief ships. So there's that. What was the other one? Oh, our friends with the Wolf and Wilson Colonial Rye Whiskey.
Still available.
Still available. Ships from them through MASH networks. So there's that. So you can get it and try the Colonial Recipe Rye Whiskey. It's good. So, what other ones was I going to try to tell people to look forward to? Our friends, the Gingers, have the assemblage bourbon, which is like a really nice utility bourbon at around $35 for a 96 proof bourbon, 4-grain bourbon. There is a cask strength version of it coming out and hitting nationwide.
Nationwide.
They had it up on their website, and it was supposed to be going out to the Total Wineses. So, because Total, outside of Texas, you're only going to find it inside of a Total, because they do, like with a lot of like them, and like with Iron Roots, Still Austin, a couple other Texas distilleries, not to mention some wineries and breweries. Total Wine, for a very large, massive company, does help small people. So, so that's cool. There's them. There was another one that I saw for purchase, and I'm trying to think out loud. Leopold. They had more of their distilled vinegars. I
saw that. But I saw they were looking at doing their peach stuff. It's a peach crop.
Yeah, and there's that one. What the heck? There was another one I'm trying to think of now.
Hunter found a place officially. I forgot the name of it.
For what?
Hunter officially was at that one, the something Meadows distillery.
Yeah. Yeah, they've just been like low key making stuff.
Yep. Just I think it's like one of the first times they said anything about it
Yeah.
publicly. So
Yeah, because he said all he wanted to do was he didn't want to. I don't want to do tours. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. I just want to make stuff. So they've been just basically contract distilling, making stuff, and they've been doing it now for a couple 3 years.
yeah, I was gonna say it's been a little
So
while since he's seemingly stepped away. Just
yeah,
no big announcement to anything, which is kind of interesting. Which
yeah,
I think a lot of people were waiting for something out of that for a while.
yeah. Oh, and then Potter Jane, our friend Ethan, who's over there, Ethan Spalding. Um, Potter Jane put out their sourced. It is called Pants on Fire, which is their vatted whiskey. Because they said they would never bottle somebody else's, and then they did this, and
It's a good name for it. Okay, just that's respect.
yeah, it's also a really good whiskey too. It's really good. You can pick that sucker up. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that people can buy. Yeah,
It's a good list for
yeah.
now.
I mean, it's a pretty good list. It's stuff you can go out and seek and destroy. The old Dancing Goat, they've got quite a few things on Sealbox right now. The I Would Ride for You, the new batch is out. The Spaniard's out, and then there is the corn whiskey. The other corn whiskey, I think, is out on there. I think they said they had 3 of them.
Kind of the main ones.
Yeah.
Spaniard was good too.
I know the one I thought of, and I totally forgot. Our Ace Spirits that I've talked about multiple times up there in Hopkins, Minnesota. Stop in if you're up there in their neck of the woods. It's worth a stop. Small shop with good stuff. But they ship a lot, and their shipping has always been pretty good. And now they're doing something like a lot of other places are, where you join a club, and you pay. I think the first year is $100, and that covers your shipping for a year.
Oh, really?
Yes. And after the first year, it goes up to I think it goes up by $15 or $20. But even still, given the stuff that they've got, they do a lot of barrel picks, and they get a lot of things, a lot of Minnesota, Wisconsin stuff. But they do a lot of barrel picks, and even big barrel Russell Reserve barrel picks stuff. I mean, big name stuff. But they have a lot of good scotch, a lot of other spirits besides whiskey.
Scotch.
But acespirits.com, check it out. Join that club. It's very tempting because I was doing the math because I know what I've paid to have stuff shipped. And I was like, well, I mean, instead of going, well, it'll make it worth my while, I might as well order 2 things. You wouldn't have to order 2 things.
Yeah, that's like a little pick and choose too, which is nice.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And they've had in the past, I mean, Ace has had some really good stuff, like some stuff from the English Whiskey Company.
I would have said they had a couple of things.
Some Welsh whiskeys
that came over that were pretty
very good scotches, mezcals, rums, some pretty good stuff. And then because it's up north, not afraid of the aquavits and the Genevers. So, yep, Ace Spirits, check them out.
I dig.
Not paid, not sponsored.
Don't want to be. All right. So thank you, everyone in the chat, for popping in and hanging out for a bit. Mike, thank you for sipping on some vodka with me and finding some good ones, as we knew we would. But
they exist.
They exist, but I don't have the power. You're gonna have to press the buttons on the way out.
I'll press the buttons.
And you might do it, but I'm afraid it's gonna happen.
That's okay. I'll press the buttons. But yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, we'll see what happens with us getting together again. Morgan is on a hiatus, as is Mitch. We'll figure out stuff. Maybe we'll have guests come back.
Oh, that's not a bad idea either.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Until next time, remember, it is not the size of the den that matters. It is the love of whiskey. Cheers, everyone out there.
Or vodka.
Oh, yes, all spirits.
There you go.